This is Dirk Strangely. Thank you for joining me on this painting of Bipolar Girl. First, we start with a pencil sketch. Basically, I set up everything the way I want it to look in my head, the composition, and then I'll lay it out. Make a little adjustments here and there. As you can see, I made the circle for the moon and I wanted to reposition it, so I made it a little larger. I like to frame my art in these curly plant-like trees. They curl up and frame whatever's around you. Start blocking in some texture here and some color. You gotta start somewhere. Sometimes it can be intimidating starting a new piece. But you kind of just keep blocking it in and fine-tuning it the way you want. I look at art like an instrument. You play with it, you tune it, and you keep practicing it and fiddling with it until you get it just right. But not perfect. It doesn't have to be perfect. Because nothing is perfect. This part here was so tedious, just going around all the plant life. But it's part of the painting, and that's what makes it look good. Go in there and clean it up with some white. And block in the shadows underneath the hairline. Kind of work from the top down. I always work from the shadow down to the light, to the lightest area. Right now we're just blocking in the underpaintings of everything. The underpainting is what you really see beneath the final finished painting. A lot of the underpainting sometimes you don't even see, but it's there and it's influencing the final outcome. On some pieces, if you want them to have like a cool feel to them, you can do your underpainting in like a blue or a green, and when you paint on top of that, that bluish green can come through and it gives it like a cool color. Check this out, what we did with the eyes here. I left a little white in there just for some sparkle in the eyes to give them a wet look. And then I just kind of defined around it with some gray, and you can see it's really making the eyes jump out at you. I have fun painting eyes. I like bipolar girl's hair. I like kind of making it look like yarn at times too. But I did that in the underpainting. In the final piece, you can't really see the yarn look. I wish I zoomed in for you guys on this part here, so you could see the eyelashes being created. But we get a close-up later and you see it better. I do like it zoomed out for this part though, because you really see the shadow in the face and the definition. So I'm pretty much on the second layer on the ribbon, and now I have to clean up the right side of the painting. If you see the left side, you see that it's cleaned up pretty good. It's a pretty clean look. By the time I'm done with the right side, it'll look just as nice. But it's another tedious part, and you gotta be patient to be able to do it. You can't just give up on things because it's work. A lot of things that are fun are also a lot of work. Bipolar girl, I kind of gave her a blue and orange theme on her dress. Notice the different kinds of socks. She's wearing 2 different sizes and patterns of socks. I always thought that would be... I always like stuff like that. When I was in high school, I used to wear 2 different color Converse. People would ask me why I did it, and I'd ask them why not. Why wouldn't I do it? It's interesting. It's cool. At least in my world, it's cool. These days, I don't wear different color Converse. I wear different color socks, but nobody knows. I had fun with this shadow. It took me like 2 or 3 times to really get it right, but I finally got it. No matter how much you do something, you can always get better. You always got to work on it. That's the cool thing about learning a craft. You can always get better at the craft. I really like the lighting on her cape. You can see where I left some of the light source there. I'm just blocking in these stripes. You guys that follow my work know I love stripes on these curly plants. I put these curly plants in almost everything. It's like almost a signature of mine. There I go, highlighting the cape too. This is when I block in the hair. You see I leave a little, I don't cover the whole part of the hair. I like some of it to come through for highlight. It's like thinking 2 steps ahead of myself, if you can imagine that. Just adding in more of the shadow, you can get a good look at them socks right there. Bipolar Girl is a cool character. She's a superhero some days, and other days she's the villain. But we're done with this, and we're doing my favorite part, which is taking off the tape and seeing the final pristine, fine edge. And there's Bipolar Girl. I hope you enjoyed this painting.